tough loss, but a credit to Ryder. I thought Ryder really, they kept coming at us. I thought we had them down a couple times, and I didn't like how we, at times in the first half we were ahead, but I thought we didn't play the right way. I thought our defense was average at best. It's been very good the last few weeks, and then they're a good scoring team, and we just kind of let them hang around, and we stopped scoring, and they started scoring, and then down the stretch, I thought we had some chances to not only by one. I think we had the ball in transition, didn't finish. A couple of times we could have made some plays to finish them off. So, but a credit to Ryder, very talented team, and it stinks. I thought we've been playing really well the last 3 weeks, really well, and that was not how we've been playing. So obviously we have to go back tomorrow, go back to work, and get ready for Quinnipiac on Sunday.
This feels like a game from a month ago.
Yes.
Where we had the lead, blew the lead, and just never really recovered from it.
Yeah.
How disappointing is that?
Very disappointing. And we talked about that in timeout. You just say, hey, listen, we've been here before now. We've learned from this stuff. We've won 3 of the last 4 games that have been close games where we've been able to handle this kind of stuff. And we just once again, Guy, and we talked about it, our offense affects our defense. So we didn't score, and then it's like you can still not score. And if your defense is good, you can find ways. We stopped scoring. Then our defense got bad, and we had major problems getting back on again. And then we fouled them, and very very frustrating, obviously. So, but what are you going to do? Very frustrating. Because we've been here before. We got 6 more games to play. We had 7 going into tonight. This is not the time to learn lessons. This is the time to do. The lessons should be have an effect on us. So I didn't like how he played down the stretch. I thought we had open guys. We missed a little bit. Didn't share the ball. I saw it coming. The first half. For the first half, I thought we were ahead. But sometimes the thing that matters the least is a halftime score. We're up by 9, but it didn't feel like we'd played like Jungers hit a 3 at the end of the half to get it to 9. But it didn't feel like 9. It felt like, man, we could be up more and should be playing better. And then it got into a dogfight, and we lost the dogfight.
Did Ryder change anything on defense?
They switched some more stuff, ball screens. They started off hedging some stuff, then they switched a little bit down there. But I thought the ball started sticking a little bit. We didn't share it like we should have. We didn't pass it. Listen, we had 25 assists and 8 turnovers, which sometimes statistics don't. I still thought we could have had more hitting the open man, sharing the ball, being a little more unselfish than we were. But yeah. Frustrating loss, but I thought it's funny because I thought our defense when it had to be good, you got to have a defensive team that when it gets tough, we have to get stops. We could not get stops when we had to get stops.
Tobin, was there any point in the second half where you felt that the game had definitively turned a corner?
Yep. I didn't like it. It was like 10 minutes to go. I think we went to our bench a little bit. We didn't score about 3 or 4 times in a row. I think we're up by 8 or 10. But that team off the bench is a good defensive team. So, okay, we didn't score. We know that's not a great offensive team off the bench. It's certain lineups that are out there, but they started scoring every time down. I'll bet if we go back to the second half, they probably scored at one point 8 or 9 out of 10 possessions, right? So and I think there's one timeout where Juggers yelled at the whole team hey, we're not talking. Why aren't we talking? We just looked a little bit like. Winning is a fine line, right? And we're trying to turn this corner and trying to get this thing going, and it's a fine line. And if you screw around with what you've been doing and you deviate from how you've been playing, you're going to get beat. But once again, you got to give credit to Ryder. I thought Ryder did some. They hit some big shots, and Ruben Rodriguez, a point guard, played really well. He had 11 points and 5 assists. He had a lot of guys in double figures. Cruz hurt us the first half. So yeah, frustrating night for us.
The younger guys struggle to just looking at the stats.
Yep.
Is this just a step backward for them?
Yeah, it's going to be a process with young guards, right? So I thought those 2 guys weren't as good tonight. That's when you need your other guys to probably step up. But they've been playing well. So we're going to go with those guys, and we're a little. Jalen Barr was missing tonight. He has a health issue with his family. He had to go home, and not having him probably hurt us a little bit too. And I think one thing, we got hurt on the glass. You count the games, and to me that's effort, that's hustle, that's toughness. We count the games on one hand. We've been beat on the glass. We got killed in glass time. It's 42-31. That hasn't happened all year long. and like Ryder comes in here and gets 14 offensive rebounds. I mean, in a 3-point game, so that's a huge difference, you know? So, yeah, frustrating. Yeah, definitely frustrating.
How do you bounce back from this now?
I mean, it's the same thing. This has been a pretty resilient group. They really have been. I think they've been very resilient with their attitude and approach all year long. And it hasn't been an easy year. It hasn't been a smooth year. We've had some frustration. So I think we go back to work tomorrow. That's all you can do. Go back to work tomorrow and get better. But no, I'm very disappointed. I told the guys in the locker room, like, we had made a month ago, we were not a very good basketball team. Not at all, right? And we've made ourselves into a good basketball team, and then we didn't play like that tonight. But once again, like, you can't say that, not credit Ryder, because they're trying to win too. And they got good players too, and they've had success. I mean, they won at Marist. They've won some games. That they're a talented team. And you know, when you got, you know, when we haven't been, you know, we started to get a little bit consistent, but then it's hard to stay that way, you know. So yeah, no, frustrated.